Now there's lots of different ways to speedrun Minecraft which take lots of skill and practice, so obviously I'm going to ignore all of those and come up with my own category. That's right, I'm going to set the world first Minecraft Mega Base but quick speedrun. The title is a work in progress. I'm going to be building a mega base as quick as I possibly can. But what defines a mega base? Is this a mega base? No. What about this? No. Surely this is. Yes. So I'm going to define a mega base as a build that uses over 10,000 blocks. Now that doesn't mean you can just place 10,000 blocks of dirt and call it done. That's not a mega base. That's dirt. For this challenge, the base has to look good. I know this is subjective, but hey, this whole video is stupid, so just go along with it. And why don't you subscribe whilst you're here too? So obviously, we're going to have to strategize a bit. Let's start with what blocks to use. I first thought of cobblestone as it's literally everywhere, but I'd have to get some decent tools to mine a lot of it, which is going to cost valuable time. I then thought of dirt because it's even more common than cobblestone, but let's be real, that would be hideous. So I've decided on planks. Planks are great as you chop one piece of wood and you get 4 planks, which could cut our time gathering materials a lot. Some planks are easier to get than others though. Giant spruce and dark oak trees are way easier to farm than those stupid mango trees. Gosh, I hate you so much, but I love the color of your wood. Next up is the seed. I don't want to have to travel far, so I'm going to randomly search through seeds until I find one with some good nearby biomes and a good place to build. So off I set on the long treacherous journey of finding a seed, and oh, I found one. Now there's a few things that made me choose this seed here. The first thing being that plains biome with those cherry trees off in the distance. We also have a shipwreck really close by, so I made a boat instantly, went and found the shipwreck, got some of the goodies like the iron and the emeralds, and then also got the buried treasure map, went searching for the buried treasure map, also got this respiration helmet, not that it's any use really. Now although you see the timer count in the top right, just ignore that because it broke a bit later on, but you can see we're making ourselves an iron shovel, got myself that buried treasure hoping for 3 diamonds, but unfortunately we only got 2, so not enough to make a diamond axe. But this is the area we're going to be building our mega base on. Now step 2 is survival Minecraft, but what does that mean? It means we're playing survival Minecraft, so obviously to survive for a while I'm going to need things like food, some tools, a bed, probably some armor, but most importantly food. Side note, the other timer reset when I closed the world, so we have the one above our hotbar now, but we're going to add on an extra 5 minutes at the end. So after exploring the area a bit, I was delighted to find some giant spruce trees plus some obsidian in this chest here, as we are going to be going to the Nether. I also found a village just round the corner. Unfortunately, it was a spruce village, but it had some spruce saplings, some wheat, and some other crops we can use. I killed the iron golem to save myself going mining, and got pretty lucky with 4 iron, of which I used some to craft a bucket back at my little base I'm setting up here. I planted some of the saplings I got to farm in the future, collected some stone and some coal from a nearby cave. I then set off on another little adventure, where I managed to stumble across another village. I made myself a stone hoe so I could collect all the hay bales. And whilst we're stealing stuff, I also stole some water and killed their iron golem. This time for 5 iron. I used some of the spruce wood I'd already gathered to craft some fences, made a quick pen, and then lured some cows home. I then got working on a little bit of farm to grow some wheat, collected some sugarcane from the nearby river, and made a little sugarcane farm as well. So that should be food sorted. Let's head out to the ocean where I spotted a dark oak forest, which I'll come back to later to gather some materials. I also got myself some more obsidian. I found some sugarcane and also a shipwreck which had a diamond in it, giving us 3 diamonds. It also had a buried treasure map, and I got the treasure and there was no diamond unfortunately, but we did get a decent amount of iron, which is good for making more tools. I then explored around a little bit more looking for more treasure, but only found some gold boots and finally some coal and a fishing rod in this chest. And then I headed home with all my goodies and crafted myself a diamond axe. Now step 3 is the Nether, and I know what you're thinking. Why? Well, the Nether has trees too, and I want to see which biome I spawn by before I design this base. So I set off to that ruined portal I found earlier because it is fixable apart from this 1 block of crying obsidian, which took 40 seconds to mine with my iron pickaxe, but we did it. However, as you saw, I forgot my flint and steel, so I had to go back, and I also made a shield, and we've spawned in a wart biome. But look, there's some warped fungus through there. Now we have our nearby materials, it's time to design the base. So here's where we come to our creative world and use some world edit to design this base. Now we have very limited materials, so this might not look as good as it possibly could, but we're going to try our best. And here it is behind me, except it's blurred and you have no idea what it looks like. And also, you probably can see that I used the warped wood instead of crimson wood. I tried the crimson, okay? It just didn't look good. It didn't look good. So we're going to make the adventure to the warped forest. It may take longer, and I know this is a speed run. I'm sorry. It's material gathering time, baby. Now, while we sail to the dark oak forest, let's have a look at all the materials I need to gather. Wow, that's a lot. Now, I wanted to get started on the dark oak wood first because the biome is the furthest away, so I'm also going to get some dark oak saplings and bring them home so I can grow some trees back home. I then head off towards the Nether with a decent amount of blocks in my inventory as we're going to head to that warped forest. And I was bridging up with some dirt when I heard a gas fireball. I turned around to shoot it back, but because of that stupid netherrack in the way, it knocked me into the lava and I died. I tried to save my diamond axe by throwing it, but no. Every single item was gone. At this point, I was very tempted to reset. My plan had just gone to pieces, but I decided, no, let's improvise. Let's change up the plan. So I made myself some fresh new iron tools, plus an iron chest plate, killed a horse out of frustration, but only one, don't worry, that one definitely didn't die. I then went and found some more shipwrecks, which unfortunately had a lot of emeralds, but I found some buried treasure with 1 diamond, some other stuff in this portal, and 2 more diamonds in this other buried treasure. Feeling happy I had all the stuff I needed to continue collecting these materials, I headed home, made myself a diamond axe, and also used the TNT from the buried treasure to blow up some trees. This was really good for getting some dirt and also some logs and some saplings. I've seen speedrunners do this and they probably do it a lot more efficiently and quicker than me, but it worked for what we needed, okay? And we managed to get a decent amount of stuff. I then got collecting the big trees. Those are the spruce and the dark oak. Starting with the spruce, of course, as you can see here, we got ourselves a load of logs. Not actually as many as we need, so I planted some more saplings at home to chop down later. I also converted the dark oak logs into dark oak planks and started putting them in the chest as we know exactly how many of these we need. I also did the dark oak slabs, made myself a little hopper system here with a composter to get myself some bone meal. I then headed off into this direction over here to the oak forest to chop down a load of oak trees. I also chopped down all the birch trees as well, as we will be needing birch wood at some point. As you can see, we got a decent amount and we managed to get all the oak planks we needed. And this is where we're differing in the plan. We're going to go for cherry trees instead of warped wood now, as they are really close by. And yeah, this is the end of the diamond axe. Unfortunately, this was too much, so I had to switch to iron axes from here on out, but luckily we've got the majority of the wood we need, so that diamond axe came in handy. I chopped down some cherry trees for the cherry planks, stairs, and also fences and slabs. These trees are a bit more awkward to chop than the warped trees, but you know what, they're nearby and I'm not really going to die in the overworld there, am I? I also got myself a load of birch wood, and we have all the birch wood we need now, which is lovely. Made myself some birch trapdoors, slabs, and stairs and stuff. Bred up my cows before chopping down some dark oak wood. Spent a long time chopping dark oak wood as it's one of the main materials I'm using, especially those stairs. They're hard to get. So are the spruce stairs, but we got all we needed. We also got some more spruce wood to do the trapdoors. I did some more dark oak wood for more trapdoors of dark oak this time. I then found up my sugarcane, as we'll be using it in a little while. I made myself some oak slabs, added them to our ever-growing collection of materials, plus I went and got some more oak because we need some oak trapdoors, breaking more axes, of course, chopping more wood, just lots of wood chopping, lots of trapdoors, some composters as well. Yeah, we're really getting creative with the weird blocks we're using out here. I then murdered all of my cows. We've been breeding them up for a while, but it's time to kill them so we can get their leather, but also their meat, which we got cooking in the furnace over here. I then made myself a load of books, which we turned into bookshelves, but we ran out of cows and leather, so I went and found some nearby animals to kill, and the only ones I could find were horses, but we got what we need to make the lecterns. And with that, we have got all of the wooden materials we need. But there are a few other things we need to get, and those are some moss, which is why I made that bone meal maker earlier. Some sand, which is very slow to gather with an iron shovel. A bit of gravel, which is also very slow to gather. Some diorite, but not that much, just 12 blocks. Some cobblestone walls. And we put the sand and gravel to use to make some blue and red concrete powder. I then smelted some glass, which I converted into blue glass, then panes of blue glass. And finally, I went and got some cobblestone. And 4 hours and 17 minutes into the speedrun, we have everything we need. Which means I'm about to get cut off as it is. My favourite step. That's right, build the base. Let's start off by placing down an outline. Now this is going to look really weird, but trust me, we need to place these blocks. I'll show you why later. But for now, let's grab some of these materials and get building. So roughly 4.5 hours gathering materials. How long is it going to take to build the final base? Well, you're about to find out as we're building away right now. You can see that I had to avoid some pillagers at some points, which were quite annoying. We reached the 5-hour mark and we weren't even done with the main structure, which is quite slow. But one of the things I found was taking a lot of time was I would have to go down to my chests to get more materials, which without Elytra takes quite a bit longer. Also, this happened, which was really fun. I just fell off and died. This happened a few times. A lot of the times I was able to clutch it. Not that time, though. And then I was, working on this bit here, and I just fell through this hole. Died again. This time, though, I didn't set my spawn, so I had to go back and do the boat of shame and then the run of shame before getting all my stuff and start building again. But we didn't die after that point, I'm happy to say. I also didn't keep my bed in my inventory and left it on the ground near where I was building in case I did die again. But we've reached the 7-hour mark here. This is taking a lot longer to build than I thought it was going to be honest. I used a lot of awkward block patterns to add detail, which normally you just place a lot of blocks in the row, it'd be really quick. But because I'm using loads of different blocks here, it was a bit trickier. Also, the different heights, like I had to come down to this tower here, which we reached at the 8-hour mark. By the way, I was using water now to get up as I found that a bit quicker than building a dirt staircase. I did finish off this part of the build here, and then we added on another tower as well, the final tower of this massive mega build. But how long has it taken us? Well, we're gonna head in game to find out as we place the final blocks. And only a couple more blocks to add. Okay, that, and that. And that's done. I'm going to pause the time. We finished building. The base is built. Whatever the time is, plus 5 minutes from earlier, is our final time. Under 9 hours. Oh my gosh. Whoa. And here it is, the final product, the mega base built in less than 9 hours. Here's the exact time that I'm going to say right now. Seeing as before I did this and it took me 17 hours, I think that's pretty good. The pink roof is not really how exactly I wanted it. I wanted the warped roof, but you know what? It's okay. It's different. I kind of wish I changed these concrete powder colors now. I forgot to do that, so it doesn't really go with the pink roof, but it's a mega base. This thing is big. Obviously, we haven't decorated the interior, but you can see the size of it in here. This is not small by any means. I'm happy with it, and I have to say, the challenge is complete. I definitely think I can beat this time in the future. Obviously, it's a long time to invest into any speedrun, but maybe I'll do it again. If you've got any ideas on how I can speed up in the comments, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.